And welcome everybody, ASAP Grimm here, and this is the continuation of our Learning Stellaris series where I'm the one learning. And I don't know if there's been an update since the last time I played this or not, but I've tried this a few times and I am not getting the kind of amazing start that I did before that I talked about in that intro. I just started my timer. And in fact, I'm falling behind, so we're going to give this another shot. I'm wondering if I just haven't played this game in a long time, and there's something that I did, like I just happened to randomly, on accident, pick the right strategy back in February or March whenever I beat this, and I'm not really replicating that. So anyway, this is Deneb, or Unity in the Deneb system. And we're on the pre-saved start that I talked about in the intro. So we will go ahead and unpause it.
New sit rep.
Watch everything go into motion. And this is where we're at in the galaxy. It's a nice isolated area. And we're going to reliably be able
Ships
to
refitted.
circle in all this territory right here, roughly. And I mean,
Complete.
whenever I say roughly, I mean we're going to definitely make the bottlenecks that I have in mind. I'm just not exactly sure where they're at right now. But it's in rough. In general, we'll have this section. And there's going to be a whole slew of planets in here that we can terraform. What we're really hoping for right now is to get robot tech early. That's normally, that seems to be the normal state of things. It's one of the first techs that you can get, like the exoskeleton. And then as soon as you're done researching exoskeletons, robots are available. That's almost always the first, second, maybe the third choice. But I have found in a number of playthroughs on this particular map, not complete playthroughs, but tooling around, since back in a winter of 2021, that doesn't seem to be the case here. I tend to get the robot tech kind of late, and sometimes really late. And if we get it really late, that kind of busts the whole thing. This game is built off of kind of a snowball mechanic, so that things that you do right early in the game have huge benefits later in the game. But the converse is also true. Things that you do wrong early in the game, or that you're not able to accomplish, have some significant impacts later in the game. Okay, unpause. Let's be cautious. Even though we're xenophobes, we're not going to be overly aggressive. We don't want to necessarily start wars immediately upon running into people. We kind of want to get our economy going. We want to feel them out, kind of see what they're about. And I do not have the Nemesis expansion pack, which would be really nice for a playthrough like this, but I'm just trying to get a win here. This is really good for us to get the Cybrix for what I have in mind.
New sit rep.
I want to beat it without the Nemesis pack before I add another complication, another layer.
Construction complete.
Okay, let's go get Karenval. And we can probably start building colony ship. We're light on alloys right now, so we can't do that just yet. So you notice I'm just flying
Anomaly
through
found.
everything. That's because this is a proof of concept thing. I'm just wanting to achieve. I'm trying to get an achievement here. I'm trying to beat the game. That's all I'm interested in. Adoption effects, colony development speed increased 25%. Okay.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room here. Most people of a certain age can see it. This is the Philip K. Dick patch, and this game's kind of representative of that. So, you know, take a moment to lull. It's funny, you know, and then we'll just kind of blow by that. I won't go into any more explanation than that for this channel. Colony ship almost done.
System reconnaissance completed. Recon pass completed.
Okay, colony ship is out. And we can send it to colonize Carenval. Carenval Prime. We'll just stick with the normal naming convention. I think that's fitting for this military-based society.
Construction complete.
Okay, move on and grab Zaim. Is that what that is? Zarim. Okay, unpause. Bring up the shipyard. Build another science ship. And recruit the youngest. And let's see here. Send them to here, 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 and here. Okay. Get the net back up. We're 9 alloys short. There we go. 4th science ship. This is how I do it. I got this from Apex. Not Apex, I'm sorry, A-Spec. It was a long time ago when he was still doing Let's Plays, and I saw him build 4 science ships one time and talk about how he just kind of liked to go with that. And I don't know if that was his norm for forever and a day or if it was just his norm at that moment, but it became my norm. I just kind of do it like that now. Recruit youngest. And this guy will go here. I think it's this one. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, hold on. Here, 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 and here. That seems like an odd path. That should not be possible. Okay, my construction ship can grab these stations. Then move to here. Colonization fever. New colonies start with 1 additional pop.
Recon pass completed. New
Intriguing. up here at Deneb Station. Swap out the trade hub for a second shipyard. And on Unity, let's build an Autocaton monument.
Construction complete.
Do we have enough to... Yes, we do. Let's swap this admin building for a
Recon
research
pass
lab.
completed.
And my commercial zone, I don't have enough money yet, but I want to swap it out for a hollow
Construction
theater.
complete. Anomaly found.
Leave B for now. X out of here. These first couple episodes, this is some of the most exciting times in a Stellaris game because there's so much popping off.
New sitrep.
Build Starbase.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, now we're going to take research station output. Currently working on standardized Corvette patterns down here. That's the one that's going to carry the robot line. We're really, really hoping that we get that soon. Very, very
Construction
soon.
complete.
Bring Unity back up. See if we can replace this yet. Not yet. 60 minerals shy.
Science Division reports
26.
a new breakthrough.
We have learned biodiversity studies. We'll grab planetary unification. Once again, bringing up Unity. On pause. 26 minerals shy. Build the hollow theater. Fleet order canceled because I used up all my minerals.
A new world has been secured for our colonists. Anomaly found.
Okay, we've got new life pop growth speed increased by 10%. And oh, look at this. That's not normal. What do we got there? It's probably where the hyacinth is at. Yep.
New sitrep.
Okay, Carenval, we can start to get it prepped. It's gonna need well, I guess we're gonna have to save up. Need minerals. I can buy 1,000. I would rather not wait. Construction is important. Okay, we got 2 building city districts going up.
Anomaly found.
Yep, research, construction, ship, build mining stations.
Recon pass completed.
Right on. You can see that we're hurting now on consumer goods.
Recon pass completed. Recon pass completed. Anomaly found. Anomaly found. Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
That should be engineering. It is. Yes, powered exoskeletons. That's what I was hoping for. The next tech after that opens up the ability to get the robot tech. Usually it comes
Construction complete.
it becomes an option right after researching that one. Occasionally it takes a few times. Very rarely it takes a long time. But I have seen that happen. Let's see here. What did that do for us? Starbase influence cost is reduced 10%. That's helpful. Hey, as a point of reference for us, we haven't run into anybody yet, but you can see we're ranked 6th on the map right now with a score of 603. Now that's a cumulative score. It takes a lot of things in your empire into account. It doesn't necessarily reflect who's going to win in a fight. It would be like...
System reconnaissance completed.
Well, that's kind of a bad example. I think you guys probably understand what I'm saying.
Construction complete.
Construction, okay, let's get Eulasia. Eulasia.
Science Division report success.
We have learned Zero G Laboratories, which is going to help our research station output that this guy's been building. And, well, this is a really good one. I'm going to gamble that this is available in the next turn. Normally I would take the lower ranking one, and this is nice. But these energy grids are important.
Anomaly found.
I want to put one of those up right now. I'm willing to live with the poor consumer goods right now. Well, you know what? No, I'm not.
Recon pass completed.
Because that affects output. That can have a significant downward impact.
System reconnaissance completed.
So I've done this enough times to know that
Anomaly
Unity is going to be depended upon to help fill the gap on
Science Division report success.
Consumer goods and energy credits until I can get some other worlds that can help out with energy credits. Okay, this guy, I think I had him going this way. Carenval will not be a refinery world. It will be an agricultural world. Colors Fade Gaming gave me this idea using nomenclatures because oftentimes this progress bar will cover up what kind of world this is. So now you can tell. And you can just kind of make up your own naming convention, but I got that from Colors Fade Gaming. Let's put an Autakatan monument up. That helps with progressing our unity, which is what propels us through these tradition trees. Gained a trait. Okay.
Recon pass completed.
Okay. You are going to go this way.
Recon pass completed.
To victory. This one gives
System
us
reconnaissance completed.
reduced starbase upkeep. You can see we're at 922 alloys, so I'm going to go ahead and come over to my fleet manager. I'll show you how I'm set up too. I did this. This comes as part of the pre-saved start. I use one small red laser up front. Oh, I don't even like this. No. This is all wrong. I should have a mass driver up front. Okay, so in my forward turret, I strip shields. Oh, no, see? No, I had it right the first time here. Go with that. But I do like to have two. Okay, so in our forward turret, we're going to strip shields. And then the back two turrets go after armor. So I am set up. Let me go double mass driver. There we go. We'll be shield centric. Okay, save, yes. I don't think I have an afterburner. Okay, these guys can update. Whoops. Update, and then we can go into Fleet Manager and we can plus them up to 10, which will cost us about 700 alloys.
Ships refitted.
Okay. Now they're going to cost me some credits.
System reconnaissance completed.
But we need a good...
Recon pass completed.
We need a strong military to deter people from attacking us. And it completely fits with the from a role-playing perspective as well. We're a military-based society.
Anomaly found.
You can see we're in the red on food, so Carenval is what's going to address that.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I have 2 districts in food on Unity, but what I really want to do is I want to transfer these over to probably industrial districts. I don't know. We're at +7 now, so we're doing okay there. As long as you're in the green, +1, +3, +400, as long as you're in the green, you're doing fine on consumer goods. We're going to take ocean ecology management.
System reconnaissance completed. Anomaly found. Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Okay. Oh, look, I missed. Aculum. Here, you need to come back and get this ASAP.
Recon pass completed.
We're going to go here, here, and here. And you're going to head north.
Anomaly found.
Courier network, Empire sprawl from systems and colonies reduced 25%. And we will take technological ascendancy. It increases our tech picks and gives us a 10% boost to research. Okay, over here on Carenval, click, click, click. I notice many times whenever I click these, it doesn't bring it up. I have to sometimes double click them. Put down 2 agricultural districts, and that's all that we can afford. What about clear blocker? Not here. What about over here? Yes. Okay.
Science Division reports success.
Okay. Good. Powered exoskeletons, no robots, but we will take nanomechanics. We'll hope for robots on the next turn.
Construction complete.
And remember, we got the Cybrix, so I've never experienced robots with Cybrix. That might be... I've heard that that's quite powerful. That isn't baked into this save, by the way. I've noticed that just because I have the start for this map saved, every time it's random which one of those ancient civilizations you're going to get. And somehow the map is set up will be random, like where the hyacinth is. This little dog leg here is not normally part of this map. I've had other times where that system was over here, and it connected these two systems, Zelmatic and Carenza. I've also had it where it ended up here. That's one of the reasons I stopped. Right here. This is where we're going to seal off. These will be our border defenses, but we could probably push forward. It's a little risky, and I won't be doing it, but we could conceivably push forward to a couple other bottlenecks. But then I've had it where the hyacinth thing showed up, or the Volton assembly or something showed up, in a way that it connected a star system up here around my bottleneck and into the back end of my system. You know, just totally went around my defense barrier. We must get to the bottom of this. Okay, we got the energy grid. Let's grab automatic surveying. Let's put down... Okay, we need minerals. Put down a city district. And maybe a couple generator districts. We have 1,000 alloys.
Construction complete. Recon pass completed.
Plus up to our naval cap on corvettes. How close are you to being done? Very. We're getting real close to the end of this episode. We got about a minute left.
Recon pass completed. Anomaly found.
Have this science ship research this project, then research this project, and then survey up here. Everything's green, so the economy's doing okay. We've moved up one place from 6th to 5th.
Construction complete.
In the next episode, we'll be pushing this way with our construction ship so that we can seal off at Lyceria, and this is going to be Monacadir. We can grab selective defoliants. We found a civilization that we will destroy. Faction founded and disconcerting. All right, we're starting to discover the wider galaxy around us. Let's hit save. That'll be episode 1. We're at +7 energy credits, +39 minerals, +23 food, +18 alloys, +5 consumer goods, +4 on influence, +39 on unity, +146 on research. We're over our admin cap. This is one of the last things to worry about. We have 43 populations, 1 of 3 on starbase capacity, and we are at our naval cap. That's fairly early for me. Another thing I'm going to try and do, I oftentimes lag behind on research, and then I have a huge jump forward. I'm going to try and be more even-handed, but I'm going to have to force myself to prioritize research over some other things, and it's not how I naturally operate. So I don't know if I'll do it or not, but it seems like what I've read, research is more important, and so my natural instincts I'm considering to be they're in error, and I'm trying to overcome that. So we'll see if it happens or not. But hey, thank you for coming by this channel. I hope you like what you saw. I also hope everything is well in your neck of the woods. The entire globe is going through trying times. We're all in the same boat. You know, in a weird way, we all have some camaraderie and common ground that wasn't there before. Different people are handling this in different ways. There seems to be a split into what to believe. I have opinions like everybody else, but what I'm trying to extend is some sincere well wishes. Whoever you are, whatever your beliefs are, whether you're fearful, whether you're cavalier, what you're fearful of, whatever it is, people are a little uptight right now, and there's good reasons for it. So God bless you wherever you're at is what I'm extending. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. And I will see you guys in the next episode where this story continues.